Alright, this is July 11th, and this is episode 77. And I'm getting ready to paint the windshield for the second time because I had some problems down along here. And I'm getting ready to paint the doors because I had some problems. I've block sanded them ad nauseum, and I hit both the doors and the windshield with primer. I didn't prime this area, probably should have, and maybe I will. I'll prime that before I actually shoot it. But I'm not too concerned with the way it looks underneath there because that's where the hinge goes anyway. So I'm not going to spend an enormous amount of time trying to make that look super nice because it's going to be covered anyhow. The main thing was to get some rust reformer on it, and that I did do. So the last thing I need to do here is tack cloth everything, but I'll do that once I have the sealer mixed up and ready to put it down. All right, here we go. All right, here they are. Both the doors are painted. Still get a little bit of orange peel. I even used a 1.3 this time, made sure my pressure was about 35 psi. It's not bad. I guess I can live with it. But from what I'm seeing so far, things are mo better. Like this down here, the first go around, down along where the seal comes up to, man, it looked bad, but it's looking mo better now. I'm not seeing as much orange peel though. This out actually is pretty smooth. Painted the hinges as well. Those are 304 stainless steel that were powder coated, but I scuffed them and then wet sanded and painted those as well because I decided I didn't want the stainless up there. Yeah, you can see my reflection in there, so that's a good sign. My legs don't look crooked. Knees might be kind of knobbly, but man, I'll tell you what, it is hard to get paint up in there and all along, those edges and on top of the hinges, to full coverage. So I actually ended up putting on probably 3 coats and then misted, all said and done, because I was afraid that I would not have adequate coverage. But it looks like I got everything, and like I said, it's looking mo better. I can still see a couple things here and there, but close enough for government work. It's definitely looking better than it did. So, tell you what, in doing this, hats off to guys like Ward and my friend Ward and Claude. Now again, we spent 3 years working on the truck, and probably a good 6 months of that was just prepping for paint. And that, when I say that, I say wet sanding and checking it and priming and wet sanding and priming and checking and everything over and over and over and over again. But those two guys have really good eyes, so shout out to them. Learned a lot from both of them. So anyway, point to make on that is that you really have to, if you want things to be perfect, you have got to, especially on darker colors, you have really got to put in the time. And when you think it's right, it's not. You got to keep looking it over again and again and again. So, but this looks good. I mean, I'm happy with this. If it looks as good as it does right now while it's still drying, I know it'll look good out in the sun. So I'm gonna let these dry, take a break for a while, and then I think I'm gonna go clean up the shop. It's an absolute mess from sanding and mixing paint and everything I've done out there. I'm gonna have to refinish one of my benches because I got lacquer thinner on it and took the finish off of it. Anyway, I'll catch you guys soon. All right, take care.